Hey guys, it's Drea. So I'm doing another filming at nighttime video. It's currently 9:30 p.m. This is our life now. We just film when we can because that's just how it's gotta be. So I have a favorites video for you. It has been forever and a day since I've done a favorites video. Somehow I missed January and I never do favorites at the end of December because it's always yearly favorites. So it's been since November that I've done a favorites video, which is crazy. So I got my February favorites for you, and actually some of this stuff is like been a favorite for quite a while since I haven't done an updated one in a long time. So let's just jump into it. And there are a couple things here. There's one fail kind of, and like maybe a couple updates where I just kind of want to give you some information on some stuff. So first of all, the highlighter that I have been loving and dying for is this one. It's drugstore. It's so good. This is the Maybelline Master Chrome by Face Studio in Molten Rose Gold. So a few months ago they came out with Molten Gold, and just recently they came out with Molten Rose Gold, and they also came out with this one. This is the Master Holographic one. This is just called Prismatic Highlighter 050 or 50. I have also seen they've come out with a version of this in like a purple version. So yeah, that's a thing now. I don't love this as much as I love this, but I love this one. So this is what I'm wearing on my cheeks now, and I should say I've been wearing this makeup for 12 hours now. Wow, Lancome foundation for the win. I just did a little refresh 10 minutes ago, but really this foundation has been on for 12 hours. Anyways, I just reapplied this highlighter because I really wanted you to see how amazingly, like, how it pops. It really does pop on the cheek. Also, can we talk about Kermit? Do you guys remember, have you been with me since the beginning when Kermit used to be in the background of my videos? Because it's been a long time. And it just occurred to me earlier tonight, I'm like, why did I never bring Kermit to the background up here? So I just decided to. Now he is kind of playing, he's taken some attention. He wants to be the focus. My camera wants to focus on him. Who can blame it? But yeah, so sometimes it might go in and out. Anyways, back to the highlighter. I love this. It's so beautiful. It's just as crazy ba-bam as the gold version, only it's got a pink tone to it, right? Because it's rose gold. This one, I don't mind so much. Like, I don't hate it. I definitely don't love it as much as the rose gold one because it's pretty chunky. Like, it's very chunky, and it's very, like, weirdly sparkly. It's definitely got sparkles in it. So you can kind of see, like, on the hand, it's just more sparkle than actual, like, I don't know, sheen. Whereas the rose gold one is like very, very much all sheen all the time. Look at the difference. Like, it's crazy the difference there between those two. They're almost not even the same product. And I would say, like, don't expect this to be the same as the other ones. These are very chunky. Like, it's a very thick formula, but it works if you really buff it in. Like, it doesn't sit on top of the skin. It really does just show up really nicely on the skin as like a very intense sheen, as long as you really buff it in. But this has been my favorite highlighter for like 2 months. Okay, I want to take a few minutes and give you a pretty concise review of this. Instead of like doing just a review on its own in a video, I want to take a little extra time in this video and talk about this quite a bit. This is obviously the new Too Faced Chocolate Bar, Chocolate Gold. Why can't I talk? Because it's 9:30 p.m. Too Faced Chocolate Gold Chocolate Bar Eyeshadow Palette. So I got this for Christmas for my sister. Thank you again. And it's absolutely stunningly beautiful. Like, the packaging, I love. It's so nice. I mean, it does show fingerprints, but I'm okay with that. And it does have that chocolate smell. I have been using this for a very long time. Pulled it into my everyday makeup drawer. Between this and like maybe some of my Stila glitters, it's pretty much all I've been using. I haven't really been using anything else. Here's a few swatches just of like some of the more intense metallic shades in the palette. I just wanted to show you guys a few things. Originally, when I had planned to film this video, I really wanted to wear this on my eyes, but it just didn't work out that way. I am wearing it, but I'm wearing like some of the lighter matte shades, so it's not really, like, you're not really gonna be able to tell. I really feel like Too Faced has really gone back to kind of like their standard quality, like here's what we do best type thing with this palette. I know there were a few like hiccups recently. Some people really hated those little chocolate chip palettes. There have been some hits and misses. You know, obviously they do their holiday stuff, which is never any good. Everybody knows that. But this I think is really, really great. Okay, so obviously you can tell by the swatches that the quality of the metallics shows up. Like everything is pigmented, it's really intense, it's really nice. Especially the pan of this actual like chocolate gold, like they give you an extra big pan of this, that's that really intense gold right there. So it really does show up. Some of them are chunkier than others. This one here, which is called Famous, no, actually no, this one is Old Money. This is a little bit chunkier. This one here is called Classy and Sassy. I actually put this on my eyes today underneath this steel glitter, and this one does not show up as well as some of the other ones, but it still shows up okay. What I found is some of these, like not all of them, but like for example the one I was just talking about, Classy and Sassy, when I try to use like Fix Plus to wet my brush and I dip into the shadow, or even I just go back into the shadow, it develops a little bit of hard pan. Same with Rich Girl here. So I think better way to use this is to actually use your fingertip and apply it rather than even using a wet brush, because in some of the shades it kind of messes with it. The other thing that I don't love about this palette is the number of mattes. So you've got 4 mattes. You've got this one, which is a perfect brow bone highlight if you're my skin tone. Obviously not everybody is. This one I love as a transition shade. This one I love as a crease shade, and it's nice to have a matte black. But you really only have those, and everything else is really intensely metallic. And I don't know, I just feel like I wish there was like one more matte in here, because you know you're gonna hit pan on these two very, very soon if you're like me and you just like really, you know, are using them with every eye look. I wish there was like a little bit darker of a brown for like an outer corner to darken things up, because when I put this in my outer corner, it just, I don't know, like I have it in my outer corner today and you could tell it's not really quite as brown on my eye as it is in the pan. Again, I've been wearing this makeup for 12 hours, but still it doesn't really go on as much as I would like to. That's the only complaint. Obviously I can grab for other palettes if I really wanted to. But overall, like I love this. I love that there's pops of color in it. I love the purple, I love the green, I love the intense gold, and then there's so many just gorgeous everyday metallics in there that you can just do like an absolutely beautiful eye look with. So overall, I'm very happy with this palette. I'm so glad to own it. I have really been enjoying it a ton. Okay, all I can say is this better not be a discontinued product, because I found it at the dollar store and I've fallen in love with it and I need it in my life, and if it's discontinued and I can't get it again, I'm gonna be very upset. This is the Kiss Natural Lash Strip Lash Adhesive in the clear transparent kind. This is very tiny. Like I got this at Dollarama for, I don't think it was $1. I think it was probably like $1.50 or $2. But anyway, Kiss Natural Lash, who knew? I've been searching for the perfect lash glue my entire life, and here it is. I love this. This, okay, it says clear, so it doesn't dry black, and usually I have to go over it with my liquid liner just to kind of cover up any gluiness that kind of still shows through once it dries. But like I'm wearing it today, I don't think you can really see it. This stuff sticks so well, and it does that thing, you know, all those lash tutorials where they say, wait for it to get tacky, it should only take 30 seconds. Every freaking glue on the planet takes like a full minute and a half to get tacky for me, except for this one. I've never had anything pop off my eye. I've been wearing like half lashes all day at work. No issues. Like I worked an 8.5-hour shift. I trust this stuff. Like it's so good. So I gotta go find this again. Hopefully it's available somewhere online, like I said. Okay, this I've been using, I can't remember when I got this, but I got this at Winners, discounted. This is the Chanel Le Volume de Chanel mascara. Obviously this has been around for a long time, but it's the first time I've ever tried it. I got it for 25 bucks. It's normally like $40 in Canada, I think, something like that. And I wanted to try it, so even though 25 is still a lot of money for a mascara, I just wanted to try it, and I really like it. Now, I don't know that it would be worth, no, actually, it's probably not. It's not worth paying 40, 45, whatever it is, for a brand new tube. But if you can get it at a discount, I think it's totally worth it because I am happy to pay $25 for this. This is so black. This is like putting just the blackest ink on your lashes. It looks so good. It's volumizing. It's not super lengthening. So what I like to do is mix it with my Essence, the one with lash fibers in it. I can't get to it right now. All these products are blocking that. But I like the fibers in that for the length, and then I will go in with this just to be like really black and separating everything. And this really does separate. Let me show you the brush before I just talk about the entire thing without showing you the brush. So as you can see, it's plastic and it's got very short fibers, but it's very pliable. So if I can demonstrate just by moving it against here, you can see like it really moves. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Like the actual end, the brush part of it really is very flexible, which you don't normally find with these kind of plastic types, I don't think. But anyway, it just really separates. It's so black. I've been loving it. If you are okay with spending an arm and a leg on mascara, I would recommend it. This stuff, if you saw my recent haul, a few things in this are going to be from that haul. You know, that haul I filmed a couple days ago, but I have used a lot of this stuff for a while. This is so amazing. This is the First Aid Beauty Fab Coconut Water Cream Moisturizer, you guys. If you need a moisturizer, this is so amazing. It smells so good. It's just like putting, I don't even know, it's, okay, it just has this really nice, very lightly sweet, but very fresh scent to it. And the feeling of it, it just, like you touched your face and your face just goes, and it just goes, thank you so much for the drink of water. Like, it's so hydrating. It's so great. And I don't even really like, I'm not even a dry skin person. I can just imagine how that would feel on a dry skin person's face. It must be incredible because on me, I love it. So there's a short blurb on that one. Okay, I've been promising you a drugstore face products roundup video for a while, and that is coming probably only in like a couple of videos from now. There's still a couple that I just want to test a few more times. This is like, there will not be one first impression in this review video that I'm going to be bringing to you. It's all, I've been testing this stuff now for almost 2 months, but I have to talk about this one now because this has become a favorite. So this is a little bit of a spoiler. This is the Revlon Photo Ready Insta Filter Foundation. This is in the shade 220 Natural Beige. I really wanted to wear this when I talked about it, and I probably will in that video, but like I said, life. So let me talk about this for a second. A lot of people have been anti-hauling this because of the price. The price is exorbitant for drugstore. It's ridiculous. It's like $22 here in Canada. So in the States, I don't know, what, 18 or something like that. However, you know, if you wait till a store does like 25% off all Revlon, you could get a better deal, right? I mean, you know how that goes, or coupons, whatever. But this is worth it. Once I go through this, I can guarantee you I will repurchase it. So Lauren May Beauty, if you haven't checked her out, go check her out. She does amazing, amazing videos. We did a collab recently, but I've been watching all of her videos, and she did an anti-haul recently. Obviously she hasn't tried this because she anti-hauled it, but she made a good point, which is that this only has 0.91 fluid ounces, so not even a full ounce, and a lot of it gets sucked up into the sponge, and I do agree with her on that. That is going to be your biggest con. And I think if there's a way to take the sponge, you know what, once I use this up, I'm going to take the sponge off and just kind of like inspect it and see if there's a way to get the foundation out without using the sponge. Because like you can tell just looking at it, look at how much product is in that sponge. So when you use this, you twist it up, the product comes up through, and I guess they want you to like buff it in with the sponge, which I did try. It doesn't really work. It doesn't really blend very well. I use this with a beauty blender almost every time, and I love the results. So yes, a lot of product gets wasted. You don't get a full ounce, and it's expensive. There's all the cons for you. Now let me tell you about all the amazing things. This is so full coverage. If you're looking for an amazing drugstore full coverage foundation, this is your girl right here. If you want to look amazing in photos, this is your girl right here. If you want to look amazing in life, still pretty good. Like, you know, sometimes full coverage can be very cake face, and I can't speak for everybody. Everybody's skin is going to be a little bit different, but you know, for me, I feel like I look flawless when I wear this out in life, in videos, whatever. I have worn this in a few videos, by the way. I just love it. I think it looks so good. It looks, you just look like a Photoshop princess. You know, like it says it's an Insta filter thing, and I think, you know, a lot of the time that's a gimmicky thing. Companies will put this, oh, it's like a filter for your face. But this on me, I'm like, yes, this is a total filter, like all over your face, no imperfections. You look like a gorgeous goddess. So I'm totally on board with this, even with the price tag. All right, next, just really fast, thank you again to Alex for the wonderful Christmas gifts. These two things were in there, that she sent me. Okay, so these are the Laura Geller, come on now, you have a tongue that moves, you can talk. Baked Gelato Vivid Swirl Blush. This one is in Rose Water, and then this is the Vivid Swirl Highlighter, Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator. It's a Diamond Dust, okay? All right, so I'm wearing this blush today. Love it, just beautiful light pink sheen. It's so pretty. And then this is like a duochrome. First of all, can we just talk? I love how companies do nice things in the pan. Like, look at the swirl in there. It's so beautiful. These are these like baked gelée type formula products where you get like a lot of sheen, but they are kind of like harder packed in a way. And for these, I do feel like you can go overboard sometimes, but most of the time no, because it takes a little building up. So you can tell there's the blush there, just a beautiful sheeny light pink. And then there's your duochrome, again, because of the lighting at night. I don't know how well you're going to see that, but it's a white that kind of shifts to a pinky yellow. So absolutely beautiful products. I've been loving those. I did talk about this recently. Actually, these next two things, I did talk about them in my under-hyped video, but let me just give you a really quick rundown in case you missed that. This is the LA Girl iLuxe Mesmerizing Palette. So these are quads. They have like 12 different ones. So 4 colors. These are the purple ones. I love this because it's all like, this one has a little bit of sheen to it, but mainly when it goes on the eye, it's kind of matte, like it's pretty matte. When I use all 4 colors, you'd think I had a completely matte eye look on. And I love this. I love how these are buildable and they really blend really well because you take the time to build them up and you're doing a lot of blending. That said, it's not like I'm sitting there for 10 hours doing it. Like, it's pretty quick. I really like this a lot. I love this purple shade here. It's just like a really nice tone of purple. It's not too purple, do you know what I mean? Like, you can just wear this in life without people going, oh my god, like, why is she wearing purple eyeshadow all over? Some people don't appreciate a good purple eyeshadow like I do. But anyway, I really love those. Very affordable. This next product is from Lash. This is one of the Ombre Soufflé Supremes. This is in the shade Ver Enchant. These are from the permanent line, so you can get these. Obviously, you guys know I link all products down below in pretty much every video I do. Unless it's a haul. That would take for friggin' ever with the hauls I do. But anyway, this is like a bouncy texture. This is an absolutely gorgeous product. I want to get my hands on more of them. Very like shimmery. My cuff is getting in the way. I'm gonna get makeup all over myself. There it is right there. So it's like a taupe but with a green base. Now how I use it though is with one of these little sponges. Now you could obviously use your finger, you get really good pigmentation, but I will do whatever, you know, base I'm gonna use, whether it's like a shadow stick or just MAC Painterly or a matte look, and then I'll go over top. And I really do like using the sponge in here and just applying it with the sponge because I feel like you get so much bang, you know, like you get so much pigment deposited with a sponge. It is kind of like using your finger, you know, it's almost the same idea, only you get a little bit more precision. So I just keep it in the box with the little spongy spongeroo next to it. But it is like a really beautiful color, a little bit unique. Like I said, I want to check out more. This from Hard Candy, a little bit surprising. I didn't think I was gonna love it because I haven't loved all their highlighters recently, but this is the one called Rose Gold. So it's the Just Glow Rose Gold highlighter. It's got that really cool like geometricness to it, and when you kind of swirl your brush and the entire thing, it's not like super duper pigmented, but when you like put it on the skin, can you see, like, it's just this sheen. It's not super, it's not like this. It's not crazy ba-bam, but it's just this really nice sheen and glow to it. I think you can probably tell. So it's just a really, really nice subtleness, and I've really enjoyed that quite a bit. I have so many lip products to talk to you about. These are mainly just like new things that I've tried. Lots of really cool colors. So these ones are the L'Oreal Color Reshines. So I have color 900 and color 916. This is just a very, very nude shade, and this is more coral. I love the packaging on these. Like, I love this clear acrylic. And no, it doesn't have that disgusting L'Oreal scent. So that's just like, it's a shine, right? So it's a little bit balmy. It's a little bit of just like a little bit of color and a lot of shine. I really love the nude one. It's just perfect, like your lips but better type shade. These are awesome. I've been really excited about the Kat Von D relaunch of the Studded Kiss lipsticks. These are just two from the regular line, and then this one is the Divine, the special edition for Divine. And so here they all are swatched out. As you can tell, like, I don't really go for the crazy colors, but this one here is Lovecraft. This one is OG Lolita, so basically her original Lolita color. And that one is Divine. That's the one I'm wearing today. I really like the formula of these. If you ever swatched them years ago, they were hard, they dragged, they were very patchy, a lot of the colors, but these ones are nice and creamy, yet there's tons of pigment deposit, like one swipe and you're pretty much good. It's just like really nice, creamy, kind of thick formula. The one drawback is if you have any kind of dryness on your lips, they're gonna show. So I have been getting a lot of dryness lately on my lips. I've been getting a lot of peeling, and even when I put this on tonight, it didn't, you know, you could kind of see like a little bit of flakiness. So, you know, that's the only drawback, but I really, the colors, like there's so many new colors. The formula is so much better than it used to be. Also, the new Sephora collection. So they have, I don't know, what, like 40 different colors or something. This one is in the shade 3. They're called the Lip Story, hashtag lip stories, that's right. So they all have the little cardboard packaging with a different like picture on each one. And then they just, you know, what, like, what am I trying to demonstrate? A lipstick that just goes up. Okay, all lipsticks do that. Okay, so anyways, this is in the shade We, O-U-I. There it is. This is a cream. They have different formulas, and they do say it like right on the bullet. This one says cream right there. Some of them are matte, whatever. Beautiful color, but a little bit, you can tell, a little bit shinier than those. So anyways, very creamy. The creams are very creamy. I haven't tried any of the other ones. Really like this shade, really like this formula. Oh, this. I didn't expect to be as blown away by this as I have been. This is the Rihanna Fenty Beauty Fenty Glow Gloss Bomb. So this came in like a little value set, which I'll link below because it's still available, where you get a mini highlighter and the mini gloss at a cheaper price. It's an amazing deal. I wore this for the first time. I've worn this a few times. Wow. I've worn this a few times just by itself, like just on my bare lips, and it just looks incredible. I don't know what it is. Why does the gloss look so good just by itself? I've never really experienced that before. You know, normally I put them on top of other lip products, but it's like this nude shade, but it's got like a gold reflect in it. Anyway, it just makes your lips look like so juicy. There's no other word for it. Okay, and last lip products. I think this is such a great deal. Like I said, I hauled this recently. This is the Anastasia Matte lipstick set. You've got these 4 shades. I'm not going to swatch them all because this is already taking forever. Got these 4 shades, a really nice mixture of just really wearable colors. This one in particular has become my favorite, I think, out of all of them. This is in the shade Dead Roses. This is the darkest one. Where am I going to swatch you? Right here. There it is right there. Normally I wouldn't think I would like kind of like a really deep wine with a brown base like that. But on me, surprisingly, it looked so good. So anyways, loving that one. A couple more favorites and I want to give you some updates. This here is the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Eye Concentrate Matrix. This is what I've been using for my eye cream since I got it. It's got this little dropper in it, and what I do is I take it out and I just kind of like wipe it onto my eye and then use my finger to apply it. The packaging isn't great. Some product does come up and collect in there, and also as you kind of get down into it, it's going to be harder and harder to get that product out. I really hope I can get the stopper out so that I can actually like dig in with one of those mini spatulas or my finger or something, get everything out, because this stuff is not cheap at all. And it would suck to like waste product because the packaging is not amazing. Like, it's a tall, thin bottle. Why don't they just put a pump on it? I don't know. Like, come on, they got to do better than that. But it's really good. It's very hydrating. It's an overnight type thing. I find like, no, it's not gotten rid of fine lines, but I think people confuse like fine lines going away with just your under eye actually being hydrated as opposed to not. When it's dry, you're gonna see, it's like the desert, you know, it cracks, right? Like those lines become more pronounced the drier it is. I am now 12 to 13 hours after I applied my morning eye cream, and yeah, I can see lines a little bit better now than I could in the morning because I'm not as hydrated, right? Like I didn't recently put product under there, but I have noticed like in general when I wake up in the morning my under eyes look pretty good. So obviously this is more about preventing aging than it is about fixing aging, and I have been preaching that since the dawn of my channel. Okay, next, this friggin' little thing. Why does a $7 hand cream have to get me so bad? Like, that's kind of crazy. $7, when you say $7, it doesn't sound like a lot. But when you think about a little tiny little hand cream being $7, you're like, really? But the scent of this, oh my God. This is like, what's that dessert? Oh, what's that dessert where it's got like almond flakes all over the top of it and it just smells like almond liqueur or something? This is just that almond scent. So this is the Sephora Almond Hand Balm. It's moisturizing enough. Like if you have super dry hands, I don't know, but God, just go to a Sephora and smell this. It's the best. You know, I've become a fragrance fiend over the last few months. This has been my recent most favorite. This is the Prada Candy Gloss. I don't even know why it's called that. Gloss, I don't get it. But it's so good. Oh. As I always do, I will link to the notes below because I'm bad at describing scents, but I pulled it up here so that I wouldn't get it wrong. So it says main things about it are fruity, sweet, almond, nutty, and vanilla. Those are like the main points. It says the focus is on sweet cherry and then toned down with orange blossom, gourmand base of almond, vanilla, and musk. So the thing though, it says sweet cherry. Like, to me, this does not smell like cherry at all. It has like that sour component to it, but to me it smells more like as if it's like a sweet grapefruit. Like not that bite of grapefruit, but like if a grapefruit was sweet, that's what this smells like to me. Just go smell it yourself. This has become like my favorite recent thing, but you guys know I fall in love with fragrances. I never fall out of love with them, but I fall in love with new ones all the time. So this is my most recent favorite. Okay. Last favorite, and then I have two little updates for you. This thing, I did not expect to fall in love with this. This is the Kopari Coconut Rose Toner. So it's called a toner, but it does say spritz onto a fresh, clean face and follow with their face cream, blah, blah, blah. Or you can have a quick pick-me-up during the day, or after a long dehydrating flight. They act like everybody flies 24/7 and everybody needs that after they fly on a plane. How many of us actually do? But they say it can be like kind of like a makeup refreshing mist, but also it can be a toner before your moisturizer. So I've been using it as a toner before my moisturizer, but I will spray some right now. Oh my God. Okay. So you guys know I'm all about scents. Like a scent, a color will get me, a texture will get me, but a scent, I just can't say no to it. If I fall in love with a scent, I have to purchase. My money follows my nose. So anyway, this smells exactly like putting your nose into like a dozen roses. It smells amazing. It smells like that real rose scent, which I always appreciate. I could never say no to it. I don't smell any coconut in it, although obviously it's Kopari. That's like they're all about coconut oil. So that hydration is built into this, but it is hydrating. I don't know that I've noticed like a huge difference in my skin yet, but I can tell you that with my new like skincare I've been experimenting with, my skin has been feeling really amazing. So there's that, but I would just say go smell that. Okay, so next two things. This I've only used twice, but I just want to give you a little update. So this is the Dr. Dennis Gross Instant Radiance Anti-Aging Tinted Moisturizer with SPF 40. Even though in Canada it doesn't say that, I went into a little explanation of that on my recent haul, but it does have SPF 40 in it, which I love. I love a moisturizer with an SPF, a very high SPF in it. So it's basically just a moisturizer that has like a little bit of pigment in it, so that if this is going to be your only base product, you get a little bit of nice like coverage with it. I will say I am a little bit surprised at the amount of coverage you get in this. I use my hands to, like I do with any moisturizer, use my hands to apply it. And when I looked at myself in the mirror like 10 minutes later, I noticed like it almost looked like patchy foundation. Now, granted, it's not like a full coverage foundation. It's very light coverage, very, very light. But more than I would expect from something called a tinted moisturizer. Like maybe it's just my experience with tinted moisturizers that, you know, I always feel like I can't even see the tint in it. Whereas this one, it's there. Like, in fact, let me just put some on my hand. So here it is right here. This is the light medium shade. And again, with the lighting, I don't know how well you can see it. I think you can see, I think that's a pretty good representation. You guys can pretty much see right there. Like you could see there's a color to it, right? It feels good. It definitely does not smell bad. I don't know, it's just got a really light scent to it. But anyways, so I put it on, definitely looked like I didn't blend out my foundation. So that's the only thing I'm like, it's almost a little bit of a drawback. It's nice that there's a decent amount of coverage to it, but I don't want to have to apply it with a brush or a sponge. I want to just rub it on like a moisturizer, do you know what I mean? So that's the only thing. I'm still going to have to experiment with it, but I really love the SPF in it. Okay, very last thing to talk about. I debated over calling this a fail. You know what, to me it's not a fail, it's more of like a meh meh. So this is the Maybelline Total Temptation Mascara. There were a lot of paid ads on Instagram, let's just say that. I noticed like one day everybody I follow, like the big beauty YouTubers, were posting their pictures of them wearing this. Hashtag ad. Nice that everybody has to do that now, not just people in the UK. And so, you know, Maybelline obviously paid a lot of people to bombard with pictures of this. Now, if they love it, that's fine. I'm not saying they don't. But when I was looking at those pictures, I was like, wow, you know, it's not really like doing amazing things. It just looks like a regular mascara on them. I had already purchased it. Maybe I wouldn't have after having that little realization. But I had already bought it by then and been using it. And I don't know, I like the brush. The brush is just your nice, like fluffy, natural bristle brush. So I really have nothing bad to say about the brush itself. But like, I feel like it really doesn't do anything. This is just kind of like I said, kind of like meh meh. Like, it's not a whole lot of anything. I like that it's black. It's not gray. It gives you like the slightest bit of volume, but I feel like it kind of gets a little clumpy, a little on the clumpy side, even on one application. And I don't feel like you get a whole lot of length with this. So there's my review on that one. I'm not going to use it anymore. I have, like I said, I have mascaras I love. I'm not going to say a Chanel, you know, versus Maybelline, but, you know, I even have drugstore $5 mascaras I love way more than this. So I'm going to spend my time on the mascaras that I love, and I'm not going to use this anymore. And I don't know, I just don't really recommend it. I love the packaging though. Do more like this, Maybelline, with the nice matte, rosy pink stuff. I love that, but that's about the best thing I could say about it. Well, thank you so much for spending time with me today. It's time for me to undress my face and let my skin breathe. I kind of enjoy doing these videos at night. I feel like I get a little more chatty and unfiltered. Not that I'm not unfiltered in the mornings, but when I film in the mornings, obviously you just wake up and maybe you're not as energetic. You know, some people get really chatty when they get tired. So anyways, thanks for hanging out with me. I know this was long, but you guys, like, really, all this stuff I have really been loving, and I just needed to tell you about it because, you know, I just am like that. I have to share my thoughts. All of these thoughts on these products have just been under the surface for so long that I had so many things to talk about, so I'm so glad that you hung around to, you know, spend some time with me and listen to me. Leave me any questions and comments down in the, I always want to say description bar. Down in the comments section. You guys know how to leave comments. And if you have not subscribed yet, please do so. I would love to see you around in the future, and that's it for today. So I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you're speaking kindly to yourself. I love you guys. I will see you in my next